How you going, guys? Question from Matt today. He goes on to say, I'm a very ambitious person and always have been. I'm currently in the beginnings of my career as a lawyer. Very good. However, my partner tells me that I've become very selfish and no longer spend enough time with her, that I'm too focused on my work. I really love her and want to make her happy, but being a lawyer has always been my dream, and every ambitious bone in my body is telling me to work hard and to be the best. Any advice would be great. Once again, you come to the right place. Well done. Now, this got me thinking. Our entire lives we've been told not to be selfish, and we should always put others first and before us. Now, this advice that's been drilled into us our entire lives, I think, is complete bullshit. I'll tell you why. Now, if you want to be selfless, you have to be selfish first for the pure fact that if you don't have anything to bring to the table, nobody's going to want you to be selfless for them. If you don't have anything to offer, what can you give to someone else? Now, I may seem like someone who is very happy to give up my time for other people. Yes, you're very right. But if I wasn't selfish in the beginning and being dedicated to my purpose and calling, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you right now, because I wouldn't have developed and learned and gained so much experience throughout life to actually understand what I am talking about. If I wasn't selfish to begin with, I wouldn't be able to answer any of these questions or give any advice, because I wouldn't have a clue what I'm talking about. Now, if you are dedicating yourself to your passion and purpose, chances are you will be encountering objections and conflict from other people who just think you're being selfish and that you're not focusing on other people or other things. Just like Matt is. For your example, Matt, your partner doesn't think you're spending enough time with them. Fair enough. Naturally, you will end up diverting your attention towards them. Why? Because you'll feel guilty. That's fair enough in the beginning, and it'll probably make them happy for a little bit. However, what always happens is that you end up splitting your attention and focus that much that you're no longer fully focused on your passions and purpose, that the ambitious person that they fell in love with is no longer there. You're no longer focused on your work, your passions, your goals, and you're no longer that ambitious person. That's where the resentment starts. Not only that, but your work will be affected that badly that the amount of resources that you'd be able to bring to the table is nowhere near what you'd be able to if you fully focused on your passions and purpose. How can you be selfless to another person if you can't bring great resources to the table? Now, this happens in all situations, whether it be family, friends, anyone close to you. They'll make you feel bad because you're not contributing. However, what they don't understand is that once you get to where you're going or you've reached your goal, the amount of resources that you've gained along the way, such as skills, experience, financial stability, strength, mental understanding, resilience, etc., all of that builds up to you being passively selfless to everyone, including and especially the people you love most. And even think about it, being a lawyer, right? You are so dedicated to your clients and serving your community. How is that a selfish act? That's like the most selfless thing ever. Working hard to your profession so you can serve the greater community. That is selflessness. 100%. People think you're being selfish. That's them being selfish. Okay? Now think about that like this. Would you trust a doctor who is too distracted to operate? Would you trust a stockbroker who doesn't quite understand the financial market because they just don't put the effort in? Would you trust a personal trainer who's neglecting their body? Would you trust a lawyer who isn't dedicated to their clients? And would you stay with someone if they've given up on everything they've sought out to be and do and given up on their hopes and dreams? So I'm going to leave you with this to think about. Yes, love your partners, family, friends, love them like nothing else. But love yourself first. Dedicate absolutely everything you have to your passions, purpose, ambitions, and goals. And everyone around you will love you for it. Because even if they don't like how busy and absent you are in the moment, they will resent you as soon as you stray away from your purpose. And once you do reach your goals, they will love you so much, not just for the resources, help, and strong selfless behaviors you passively bring, but because you stayed the course, because you were dedicated enough to yourself to provide for everyone else. Now that is true selflessness. I'll see you soon.